Mr. Johnson is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have some questions for Mr. Payne, but before I get to them, I just want to say that as I meet with my constituents back home, I hear loud and clear their concerns about our record debt and deficits. We're nearly $17 trillion in debt. That comes out to over $53,000 per American. My constituents want Washington to get its fiscal house in order. Folks back home get it. They've had to make tough choices to live within their means. Washington shouldn't be any different. My Republican colleagues and I have been committed to getting our fiscal house in order, grow our economy, and get America back to work. In fact, just last month we passed a budget that responsibly balances. Unfortunately, the President's budget doesn't balance ever. Just look at page 183 of the President's budget. There are deficits year in and year out. What the President's budget offers is more spending and over $8 trillion in new debt. You need to look no further than the President's budget to see we have a spending problem, not a revenue problem. You know the President's budget projects record tax revenues. However, under the President's budget, our country will go deeper into debt because the President wants to spend, spend, spend. American hardworking taxpayers and their children and grandchildren deserve better. We owe it to them to do the right thing and leave them a better America, not a mountain of debt. Mr. Payne, I have some questions for you regarding Social Security. Mr. Payne, does this bill allow Treasury to pay full promised Social Security benefits to seniors, survivors, those with disabilities, and their families?
Yes, sir, it does.
Seniors will get their checks, true or false?
Yes, sir, they will.
Those on disability will get their checks.
Yes, sir, they will.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, back in 1996, we passed similar legislation. Then Social Security was getting more in revenue than it was paying out in benefits. So full Social Security benefits could be paid without hitting the debt limit. Today, there aren't enough revenues to pay Social Security benefits. To make up the difference, Treasury has to redeem the debt it owes to Social Security by borrowing from the public. This may cause a small increase in the debt because when Treasury redeems Social Security IOUs, it must pay any interest accrued on that debt. Our bill exempts this increase from counting against the debt limit. According to CBO, the annual cash shortfall is projected to reach $77 billion this year, and by 2023 the shortfall will be $221 billion. The shortfall for the 10-year period ending 2023 will total $1.3 trillion. These cash shortfalls are permanent and are growing each and every year. Mr. Chairman, in closing, we owe to the American people to preserve and protect Social Security. I yield back.